Welcome back everyone to my £400 Corsa track car build. We've got a brand new mod this week that you guys have requested, so let's get it on. But first, like always, let's give you a quick recap. If you're a regular viewer of my channel, you will know that this right here is my Corsa that I bought for £400 about 5 months ago, and we are making it into a track car. And ever since picking the car up, we've brought it a long way. Like, we first stripped the interior out of the car before fitting a brand new exhaust manifold, which by the way, like usual, sounds amazing. We then fitted a brand new OMP HTER bucket seat in the car. Before last time we fitted an OMP Trecento suede steering wheel, which just looked absolutely fantastic. But as this series is controlled by your comments, whichever one has the most likes at the end of this video will be what we do in the next video. And because that concept is working so well, everything we do to this car is literally down to you. So that leads us on to what we are doing this week. So in my video a few weeks ago where we put the bucket seat into the Corsa, the most liked comment was to put a short shifter kit on the Corsa, and that's exactly what this box here from 4H Tech is. So hopefully we'll be able to bash through gears quicker after we put this on. I've never done this, so I don't think it's going to go very well. Like, it usually doesn't want to do something new, but let's give it a go and hope it goes for the best. So I've done a little bit of research online about 4H Tech, and they pretty much just do short shifters for any car on the market. So this hopefully should be the correct short shifter, and it should fit the car because, like I said, they specialize in this stuff, so this should be pretty much spot on. Now in the box we've got some stickers and some other bits, which is quite nice. We might actually put this on the dash of the car. Any sticker we get, we're going to put on the dash of the car. That's a good idea. I think about here will do. There, on she goes. Lovely. I know it's dark and you probably can't see it, but first sticker on the car. Bosh. Looks sick. And now the rest of the stuff in the box, because it's now empty, is our little kit. So I think, here it is. It's honestly not much stuff. I don't know how this makes the distance between shifts shorter, but apparently this does. So we're going to scan the QR code right here, find out how to fit this, and get to it. Oh my god. This is so difficult. So it looks like we've got to go in the engine bay, do a bunch of stuff, possibly even get the car up in the air. I have no clue how I'm going to do this, but we're going to give it a go. Let's do this. Okay. I've just had a look where it is on the engine bay. Guys, please pray for me. This is literal pain. So we have the engine right here, and if we just take a little trip down here, we can see just down there, we can see a drive shaft, and obviously it's a front wheel drive car, so the gearbox is sat just under the engine. Let's go down here, shall we? So I'm hoping I'm looking at the right thing on camera, because what right here is in front of you is what we've got to change. Now let me just back up again. That's behind and underneath the engine. Why have you got me to do this? Before we try and actually do this, because we will, no matter what, let me just show you what the throw is on the gear stick currently. So you're just gonna have to ignore the mess of the center console at the moment. I've kind of got it loose. Yeah, but basically, gear stick here, that's up into first. That's a long way to travel. That's neutral, that's first. And then down into second, that's a long way. I'd say that's probably like 80 mil, 90 mil of travel. That's a long old way. So then a third, down into fourth. Obviously it's not gonna hurt too much on track having that much gear travel or stick travel, whatever you wanna call it. But having a shorter travel means we're gonna be able to snap and smash through gears a lot quicker. So hopefully we get this right. Let's just give it a go. All right, so first job, we need to get the car up in the air and on some jack stands. If you're new here and you haven't yet, hit that like and subscribe button down below. I'm working on some new projects that will hopefully be coming out soon, so make sure to keep your eyes peeled and stay tuned. Boom, car's in the air. Now let me show you what we've got to first do. So first we will go into the engine bay and remove this little pin here. Now, I don't know if that's like a hex head or if that just taps out. We're gonna have to find out. Hopefully it is a hex head because I don't have a hammer on me. And for anyone wondering, it is just down here where my finger is. So yeah, it's difficult to remove. So I was completely wrong about this pin. There was a little hook holding it down. If you squeeze that in and then pried it up, it just pops straight out. There we go. First part removed. That was that little pin. So to do it, there's this little hook here, as you can see. You just push that in, you can then pull it out. I pushed it in and then pried it out from the bottom with pliers. So I was holding it like this, had the pliers, and then I pushed it up like that. Popped straight up and out. So that's the first bit removed. What a dirty little part that is. Okay, so next we need to get under the car. This is why we jacked it up, and we've got to get to this little circlip. It's difficult for my camera to focus, which when we undo, I think part of the shifter will be released. And once again, for you guys wondering, it's the underneath part of that. So we've got the wheel off, and now what we need to do is kind of angle ourselves under here. And let me just zoom in. Right there is a clip, and that clip we need to remove. Now, if I turn it round so I can access it a bit better, the way to take this clip off is to kind of pull the bottom bit down there we go. We've got the clip off. What you need to do is pull this tab down and then it slides off. So with that clip just there now removed, we'll move on to the next bit. Now the next thing we need to remove is that little bolt just there. It's difficult to see it, it's difficult to reach it, but that's got to come off next, because once we do that, we should be able to take this whole mechanism out. So this bolt was a T50 Torx head bolt, and it held together the gear stick and the gear selector. Okay, so after about 30 minutes of pain later, I've managed to get that bolt out. It took forever, and I do not recommend doing this unless you have a ramp, because laying on the floor, getting loads of dirt in your face is so bloody irritating. Now though, we've got to get this clip off. It's the exact same as the other one, so I should be able to just lift it up and pull it off. But yeah, I keep getting mud in my face, in my eyes. It's so annoying. I should probably have safety glasses on just to stop it. But oh well. We got it out. This is the old mechanism. It's 20 to 10 at night as well. I'm doing this so late because the parts arrived so late. But I've managed to get it out. That was difficult. Sorry for not videoing it. It was just very difficult because of where it is in the car basically. But let me just kind of explain it while I've got it out. So there will be a clip underneath the bottom of here, which was obviously through there, and then another clip, which was somewhere down on the engine there. This here was where that ridiculous bolt went through. It took half an hour to get out. And then you've got obviously the pin that sits through that hole there, and that kind of fork there. That's it, and then it just pulls up and out of the car. So yeah, it wasn't too difficult on paper, but because I don't have a what's it called, a lift, that makes it more difficult. But we've got it out, so let's show you what we've got to do next. So next we need to remove this little black cap, which I don't actually quite know how. I'll have a look at the instructions that come with the new kit and see if I can figure that out. The easiest way that I found to remove this little black cap was to push it down, twist it, and then just pull it straight off. Ah, there we go. So to get this little black clip off, we push down and just keep twisting and that will come off. And now these come in half. There we go. Next, we need to disassemble this whole bit here. So let's just do that quickly. Well, this hasn't really gone to plan, and I'm a little bit annoyed with myself and just pretty much anything in general right now, because basically this here is a circlip. Yep, normal thing. Circlips, you know, they're a generic thing in the car sort of industry, and I don't have a circlip tool, which is really annoying. But basically I need to take these circlips off so I can pop these bits out. There's one on that side as well, but I don't have a circlip tool, so I can't do that. And then I need new bushings to replace that one. There's one on the other side, and bushings that will be in there, and bushings that will be in there, obviously for the new one, which I can't do at the moment because I haven't got any on me. And the reason why I need to do them is because they're so old and they're so brittle that I tried to go down and it just snapped. I need to get new bushings, which probably won't come now before the end of the week, which is really frustrating because it means I can't get my video out. See you tomorrow. Hello everybody, we're back. It's actually a brand new week, because as you've seen my post, which I put on screen right here, we didn't finish obviously in time last week, so we put a video out on the BMW. I'll leave a link up here for it. But we've gone and got the kit that we need. It's got all the bushes, plastic pieces, everything here that wears out over time. We've got brand new stuff in this bag. So we should be able to interchange everything except the hard bits like the aluminium bits and bobs like that. Basically, I'm not explaining it very well, but everything that can be changed will be changed. And we've also picked up a circlip ply set, so we can definitely finish this job now and get the short shifter back on the car. It's not gonna be as easy as that because then we've got to like do something where we can find the gears afterwards. I don't quite know how it works, but we're gonna give this a go. And fingers crossed we get this done because I'm looking forward to it. So let's give this a go. I don't know how it's gonna go. I've never done it and I'm not very good with this sort of stuff. So we're gonna wing it. Hopefully it goes well. Let's do it. So what I was really struggling with last week are these circlips on that ball joint there, and then this circlip just there on this ball joint as well. So with my new circlip pliers, we should be able to get these off. Okay, so now we've got these circlip pliers, we can literally just pop the circlip, hopefully. Well, it came off and went absolutely pinging, and I have no clue where, but we should be able to take this ball joint off now, hopefully. So in this bag then is our brand new short shifter kit, which I think is replacing this part here. And as you can see, that is a lot shorter. So that should, in theory, reduce obviously the throw between changing gears. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Now, the first bit we're gonna need to do is pop the new bushes into our short shifter, which says 4htech.com eShift on the back. Pretty nice, but those are the new bushes in. These are actually the bushes that I snapped, but because I ordered this kit, I've got everything brand new. So that means even these plastic shells which pop over these bits here, even they're brand new. And to partner these shells, you've got these blue plasticky bits which will also sit over this ball joint, just like so. And then there's also this little rubber ring, which I think also goes around this as well. Okay, so I think that is now this end of the short shifter set up with all the new parts. So we've got obviously the bushes here, these new plastic bits, I don't really know what they do, and then these plastic bits as well. Looks quite good now. Another thing we can change over as well is this plasticky bit here. We can get the new one that is also came with the kit to replace that. So here's the new one, and that slides, well, should slide, hopefully, straight on. It's stiff, but it's on. Another part we've got as well is to change this little nylon bit, but the only problem is I have no clue how you get it out, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to change it over to the new one, which probably isn't gonna hurt too much because although this is dirty, it's still in all right condition. So the next thing we need to do is put these bits back on, which obviously sit over these new blue parts that we've put in. And they're really stiff because obviously we've got new ones on, and I don't quite have a hammer on me to hammer these up together, which is a little bit annoying because I could probably do with one right now. So I've brought this home because I was struggling to do it at my garage, and what I was actually struggling to do is get these two little bits here onto the ball joints that we've obviously got here already. So what I've done is I've put these on, as you can see, and then I clamped them in the vise to get them somewhere close, but they need to be on far enough down so that that slot at the top just there is showing up the top so we can put a circlip on it. But as you can see right now, well, it's nowhere near. So yeah, I'm struggling to get this together, but I might have an idea of how we can get these the rest of the way down. So my incredible idea, not to toot my horn or anything, was to use a socket in the vise along with these two bits that go together, and basically clamp it so the socket pushes the metal bit over the ball joint and down far enough where we can put a circlip on. I was actually amazed by how well this worked as well. I was shocked. Oh yes, there we go. Using a socket and the little vise down there, we've managed to push this over the ball joint, I think, basically. Now we need to put a circlip in that one, do the exact same on this side. That is good progress. It's such a smart idea as well. Get in. And then using one of my circlip pliers, I was able to put that circlip over the slot on the plastic bit and hold it all in place. So there we go. That is one circlip installed. I don't think I was going to push this down as far, but it's on there. It's going to do the job. Happy with that. And then I repeated that entire process of what I just did for the joint on the other side as well. There we go. 2 circlips installed. That was such a good idea, man. I'm so glad I came up with that. Now we need to connect the bar between that ball joint there and that ball joint there, which is this little bar here. Now, there are these two little clips in here which haven't gone on anything yet. I'm not sure if they go on this, but if they do, I have no clue how. So this bar connects up both ends of the shifter by clipping into their ball joints. And there's that metal bar connected. All we need to do now is just put the first piece that we took off back on, and then this whole mechanism is back together and can go straight back into the Corsa. So to finish assembling this little shift mechanism, literally as I said, I had to just put that last piece back on with the black clip on top to hold it all together, and it was ready to go back into the car. And there we go, that is our short shifter all set up. This is ready to go back in the Corsa. It looks awesome now, actually. Really looking forward to getting this back in. So let's go do it. And we're back at the car. So what we've already done is got it up in the air and got the wheels off. It's quite difficult to see. But what we're gonna do is get back underneath it, get that little mechanism back in and get it all connected. But then we've got to do something to actually get the gearbox in line with the gear stick. Don't really understand it, but we're just gonna get it back in place first, and I'll try and explain or even have a go at what we got to do after that. Yeah, let's do this. So now it was everything we've already done, just in reverse. We put the shift mechanism back in, dropped it through its little slots it is held in, put the clips in, and then we came across a little bit of an issue. If you've got arachnophobia, I would look away now. You can right off. He's moving. Oh, oh my God, it's gone. It's right next to my head as well. Big up the missus here. I am scared of spiders and we were on call, so she decided to screen record it.
Yeah, I need a weapon.
I hate spiders, man. I don't like this. I'll survive. Come on, 10 seconds. It's an in and out jump. Come on.
I did it. I overcame some fear.
2 days later, and I finally built up the courage to actually finish working on the car. So I got most of the shifting mechanism in the other night before obviously disaster struck with said spider. But now what we've got to do is lock the gear stick in place. So if we have a look here, there's this slot just there, which is 5mm. So I've got a 5mm drill, and apparently you should be able to push that down and in. I don't really think that's locked the gear stick. I don't actually know what that's done, but yeah, it said that I need a 5mm drill to go through here. I don't know what that's done. Like, in all honesty, I have no clue whatsoever. But let me show you what we're gonna do next. Sorry, I was wrong. Actually, where we've locked the pin in is basically there's a little slot. If I take this out of the way, just there, you see that little hole? So when this lines up through that hole, which it should just about go through, oh come on, there we go, like that, this gear stick is now locked in place. Now I can show you what we got to do next. So now back into the engine bay, what we've got to do is wiggle the mechanism that we just put back in the car, so the shift bit, which is obviously down behind there, and then there's a little pin just there that I've got to press in at the exact same time as wiggling that, so we can match the position of the gearbox with the gear stick, and then we can tighten up the bolt that's underneath, and then we can take everything back out and we should be done. So let's try this and hope it works. And this is where it all collapsed and fell apart. I just could not get this pin to lock the gearbox at all. I'd like to say that I've done it, but I haven't. And I don't know why. I've been at this now for about an hour. I just can't figure this out. Like, we're meant to somehow put the gearbox in the right sort of position. So this is fourth, that's third, and then that's neutral. And then you can twist this fork like this to get like first, second, fifth and stuff. But I've tried every single position. This pin will not go in. I just can't figure out why. Like, I put the gearbox into third, then I put the gear stick into third, and like I then tried to like tighten it up to get like a rough position, but that didn't work. Like, I don't really know what's gone on here. I don't know why this isn't working properly. If you could lend me a hand in the comments, please let me know, because I'm really stuck. I have no clue why this isn't lining up and locking in place, because it's literally the last thing we have to do and then we've got gears again. So I don't know. I have no clue why this is going on, but I'm going to stick at it for probably like, all right, I'm going to keep trying to figure out why. I'm reading through forums and everything. I'm doing what everyone's saying and it's not working. So yeah, it's getting a little bit frustrating because I want this to work, but at the moment it looks like it's not going to, and I don't know why. Another half hour later, still haven't sorted this out. I've been reading so many different things now about what, like, apparently you're meant to turn this to the left and then push that in. I've read somewhere you're meant to put into third gear and push it in. No matter where I put it, it doesn't go in. So, I don't know. I have absolutely no clue why this isn't working. And, well, I've pretty much ran out of time this week now. I don't know. We don't have gears right now, and it's frustrating me because, like, everywhere says it's so straightforward, but it's not. Why is this not working? Like, it is really annoying me because it's the last thing that I need to do. It's typical, isn't it? It is blooming typical. Anyway, get your comments in down below. What should we do next? Obviously, we're not finished here, but whenever we do the next video on the Corsa, which by the way, we put in a air intake on the car to replace this box here, because that was the most liked comment on the recent video. So make sure you don't comment that again. But yeah, whatever has the most liked comment is what we'll do in one of the coming videos for the Corsa, and we'll also try and fix this gear issue. But yeah, I'm stumped. Haven't got any time left this week, which is just frustrating. I'll catch you guys next week on Sunday. Have a great week. I will see you then. Peace out.